Okay, so I don't even need to say much. We're gonna just jump straight into this because you can see what this is, what this entails. I try not to try to get into these type of topics because relationship stuff and things with men and women and so forth can be very tricky, and it doesn't help whether you're a man or a woman. It doesn't really help your platform because the other will think you're going against, and you know guys, you guys know how it can be. So I try to avoid it basically. But I think with this guy on the left, as you that you are viewing right now, it was very important that I make it very clear that I just want just people to know, we're hearing a lot of rhetoric that this is how UK people, specifically men, are, and how this is how they allow their what they want to call, I don't know, girlfriends or wives, significant others in general, right? Let's just put it under that umbrella. This is how they allow them to behave, and I just want to make it very clear that this is just a Piers thing, guys. Though I don't want people to, oh, this is how they just basically let them off the leash, and this is just how they act and so forth. And just to make it clear for people in it, like that there are certain people like Piers that would this can happen to, right? But then you have to, unfortunately, when we say this type of stuff, they will talk as though you're putting someone down or you're trying to control. No, no, no. It's just, well, from our point of view, we'll just say just knowing how to pattern a situation. We just put it in that broad and simplistic term. Knowing how to pattern a situation. Pierce has shown us he doesn't. Now you got people doing all sorts of videos talking, oh, this is oh, we thought our situation was bad. This is when I say we thought I'm talking about Americans. We thought our situations were bad. We had Jada talking and this and that and entanglements. We got Aisha Curry talking about she needs more attention because her man is getting all the rest. We got another person like a Jasleen who just came into the public attention very recently. She's talking about, oh, well, it kind of sounded like Aisha Curry. People started calling her, was it Jasleen, whatever, Curry, whatever. So like Americans were like, these are the women that are basically making our side of the pond just look as though it's murky waters. But then look what the UK has to offer, and we're talking about somebody that is, I swear, is Piers even is he US based? They see him almost like as the white conservative, man with money, status, fame, whatever. They see him as the UK representation of almost all kind of UK men, knowing even though they know that, well, he's more of like when you look at his status, he's more like of an upper echelon. But that makes it even worse for UK men, like just general men, like because if someone of this stature is being destroyed like this, like career just defamed, just absolutely outright ished on. I don't want to, swear. What does that? What those ordinary men are in the UK are completely screwed. Is what I'm trying to get at. Completely screwed. This guy was just debating this young man here, right? And he was getting all emotional and so forth. At the end, oh, trying to call him what did he call him? Was calling him you're like an old type of misogynist. He was being facetious basically, but he was saying that because he was trying to basically say that Nick's views on women and so forth is quite old school, and pretty much he will be called a misogynist for how well I'm not. He will be called. People see him as a misogynist. Nick Fuentes, as the same way he's now outright saying he's a racist. All these things are just hyperbole. This is why I don't. This video can come across now and as though I'm trying to as if I'm like a Nick Fuentes support, bro. I don't business. Like this guy is just, I just put him to the side, man. To me, he's hypeable. Some of the stuff that he's saying uh, factual, and they are when it comes to checking your doing your research and having stats to back it up. Do they hold ground? Yeah, I mean, I don't go against stats. I'm not a fool, right? But then when I see some of the stuff he does say, like in this interview, he was talking about black young black men need to be avoided in general because of the stats of violent crimes and so forth. Hyperbole. This is hyperbole, bro. Like, again, is he right that young black men are the ones committing more to the crime? Yeah, but stats are there. I'm not going to argue that. But then he then says that he follows it on by saying they need to be avoided, like completely in general. Just in general, young black males need to be avoided in general. Come on, this is hyperbole. That's why I don't look. I just see him as you're just, bro. Just I'll put you to the side, right? Because you're not really important. Piers, bro. By the way, guys, both of them. I want to let you know. I just want to let you know both of them aren't some type of people who should be looking at commentators that are. Oh no, sorry, they are commentators. Sorry, they're not like thought leaders or scholars that we need to like take in information and really no, but these are just two commentators. One of them, which is the one on the right, has come into um, public fame because he's quite young and then his views are quite strong. We've not seen it before, so as a result, automatically, bang, you're just shot up into like the online stardom, for want of a better phrase. Piers should know better. He started going against the guy, talking about how he's a virgin and so forth. I'm like, what is that? Do you think that is a really terrible pejorative term to use on this young man when we can see what the market in general, the data market holds? It's muddied waters. Like the fact that he is a virgin is again, it never works for men being a virgin. It just is what it is. It would have been more impressive if it was Nicola, meaning it was a girl that he was arguing right now. He wouldn't even say that. He wouldn't even try to insult her and say, "Oh, you're a virgin," whatever. No, because it was a guy. He had to try to. But I'm like, to myself, well, bro, it's not even an insult. And plus, someone said it, which is very, very wise. I forgot the guy. Like, shout out his YouTube, right? He said that, bro, I'd rather be a virgin than be in the situation Piers is with his marriage. What? Piers. What, like, yo, like, you are making UK men in general look absolutely crazy. Crazy. What on earth is your wife doing with all these celebrities talking absolute smack crack? This is madness, bro. And this is what you want to promote to what young men? Oh, this is marriage. You're there trying to throw marriage in people's face and say, oh, well, you're not married. Oh, well, you're not done this. You're not settled down. You just want to be jumping around to women, whatever. I'd rather do all these terrible stuff you're trying to say are negative. I'd rather do them than be in your situation. What? I'd rather be a virgin than be in your situation. Like, you're not respected, bro. Like, what? You're not respected. You're not loved. There's just so much stuff. It's like, I don't get how you can now be talking how you're talking, bro. I don't. You've completely embarrassed yourself, my bro. Right? Didn't this young man use the word henpecked? I've not heard that term before. But when I'm seeing someone Google it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what happened to this guy. He's been henpecked. Like this, like I don't look at him. He's there trying to be calm and whatever. He came up with a few good retorts. One of them that I thought was solid, which many people don't want to basically tackle, is the fact that when Nick Fuentes mentioned about, oh, we need to avoid young black males because of the crime rates or whatever, just avoid them in general. Piers came back with a fair a fair retort. Okay, so does that mean that the fact that school shooters are usually young white males, should parents tell their children to avoid suspect looking young white males that are acting weird around schools? Well, the if we're being logically consistent, like Nick, the answer should be yes. They should tell their children to avoid them. But Nick was like, "Oh, do you know what per capita means? Oh, do you know proportionally?" Like, Nick, we understand all these phrases, bro. All these, we understand these terms, right? But it's still, if you're going to be logically consistent, all you had to say was, "Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Fair enough, but," and then continue with the fact that you said no when he asked you that question. You said no, they shouldn't avoid young white males looking suspect around schools when we know that the majority of school shootings are done by young white males. It's just ridiculous. Like, where's the logical consistency? This is why, when I look at this young man, I just see hyperbole. I don't look at him too tough, like someone that young people should be listening to all the way, because the stuff he says. I mean, apparently his father's like part Mexican, so then he's then saying, "Oh, this. I don't think everybody should not be." Right. I just want to let you guys know where I'm going with this, right? Piers was saying how this boy is pretty much a white nationalist. So he's running around saying white people this, white people that, white America, white. Okay, cool. This is the rhetoric that's now being allowed basically in the world right now. Cool, no problem. I ain't even got no issues with that. To be honest, I don't have issues with that. But then when Piers then mentions that, but your dad is Mexican, right, or part Mexican, sorry, part Mexican, right? He was like, yeah, well, I don't mean that everyone should not be able to be allowed basically in America and be able to earn a living. I'm just saying, the the majority of them shouldn't, right? There's some people that should be able to. Oh, so it's just fitting that your part Mexican dad fits into that sum, Nick. Okay, how coincidental. Like, this is why I'm looking. I just want to repeat. These two people are literal commentators to me. They just commentate. They're not people we should be looking at for advice on where to now take a meaningful conversation towards. They're not the ones. They're just here for entertainment and should be entertainment only. You got people in comment section saying that, oh, but this she's great, and yeah, and he's won this and that. Oh, he's changed it, the change of the old guard to the new guard. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? This is a conversation. Real changes of old guards to new guards. Do you know what that really entails? If you're trying to pass on a guard like that in the world, like that, really, that really entails like it entails war. So the fact that you want to now see again, I saw someone mention that, oh, God to new God is such a big thing now, and it just shows that people like Piers just dying out, and Nick Fuentes is rising up now. He's become this. Oh, yeah, I'm like, bro, it's not that deep, bro. This is going to be a conversation between us, going to die away. Piers will go back being what he's doing, nonsensical, never be seen the same again. Piers, I'm gonna just put Nick Fuentes aside now. Piers, I don't want to hear you talk about nothing again when it comes to male. Well, you can talk male stuff, man stuff. Stop. Stick to your debating people and talking about wars, Palestine. Just stick to that. That's your lane. Don't talk about man stuff to any of it, because what your sons have to now grow up to. This is what you're showing them marriages. You can't be throwing marriage in people's faces, right? Oh, you're not married, this and that. Oh, you're this, you're that. Putting people down for not being married when your marriage is that. I don't want to look forward to that. Who the hell wants to look forward to that, Piers? Like, is your head screwed on properly? It's something that the people that we're being like told not to listen. We don't have to listen to you, but the fact that you're online trying to be like the bastion of truth, like, what? Like, you're not that guy. Like, we can't listen to you and see you as someone that we must follow because you like you I just don't get it. It's confusing to me, man. Like, Piers, no, like, and again, just This is a announcement to everybody else that's watching that are thinking that this is how the UK people are or whatever. This is how Piers is. And maybe his family. I don't know. I'll be hard pressed to find that his sons are like, I agree with this. But if they do, well, good luck to you, man. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But but there are white people that I don't have to say my friends, which is gonna sound ridiculous, but there are white people that I know that will be like, yeah, no, we don't rock with this. Like Piers is on his own with that. Like, yes, we're his race, but we are not letting our no, we are patterning our women. Like they know how to behave around us, especially around other people in the public. She's not running around like disgracing me like this. And this is supposed to be from a money and status purview. This is supposed to be our like one of our top guys, Piers. You know, like what? No, Piers, you're alone on this one. America will like to keep it that way. This is just one that you found. I know even now they're gonna start digging deep and finding more, but we want to keep it that way. America, you are the ones that have the ugh, debauchery of what's going on over there. Keep it that way, man. The the women on that side of the pond is just it's just wild, basically, right? Um, Someone like myself, it's not that I've not noticed these things, I just don't want to touch on it. The fact that now it's Piers has now done this, and then people are now saying, "Oh, this is how the UK men are in general." No, 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 no. Some of us have seen this happen and just thinking to us, they're going to just keep to ourselves, man. We're seeing how the women are coming out in America and doing this. The fact that it was kind of being on a kind of on a low key, right, in the UK. Obviously, people are like, what are you talking about? You've not heard of that? These women that are doing like, I'm gonna use the word prawn, but you know what I'm talking about. Them women, those ones that are embarrassing. I'm like, well, okay, but those women aren't married. They're not in serious relationships like Aisha and Jada and Jasleen. They're not. So what are you talking about? Like they're just for the streets. But this one is now open up a can of worms. And if they now open up more can of worms of more UK men that are having wives that are doing all sorts of like disgusting things online, making men look absolutely disastrous. Well, it's only gonna now shift all the because we need to really see it as I've always said this, right? The UK is like the US is like poodle, like like BITCH, like come on, just follow me. Like when it comes to cultural things, the UK follow the US. It takes time, but they follow. So we've already a lot of people that have had their eyes open. There, there are people in the UK right now that do content stuff that not they don't go into these type of topics like this. Really, they don't. And I'm like, are you insane? You know what? You just do you. I don't know. Like, but these things exist, right? These things have been happening. What makes you? What made you think that you know most women in general aren't US thinking, whatever part of the world they're in? What made you think that they aren't US thinking is baffling to me, mind boggling. Most of them are going to start being um, influenced by, the modern, the young, but don't have to be young, modern, westernized, specifically US woman. Most of the outside world are going to be influenced by that woman. So for you to think that the UK women aren't like that or haven't been like that, ridiculous. Like I said, some men just we just ignored it. Like, you know what? We just keep doing our thing. We don't need to be touching on that subject because it's just open up kind of worms that we don't even want to be. It's just too much. But now when you see this guy doing it, come on, man, come on. Is anybody really gonna cover it to let people know that no, 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 no. The UK, we are aware. We are aware. We're not freaking clowns, fools over here. We're aware that this is going on. So if you were to ask, bro, please don't mistake us for this clown. This man is a clear clown, bro. Again, if you were to ask his own, is it? I know he's got sons, right? Ask them; they probably will let you know. Yeah, yeah. No, we've been telling dad. I'm telling you, listen, just do that. Because end of the day, I don't like to insult people, but when it's the thing about Piers is that Piers has been putting people down for so long, trying to demean people for not being married. But if this is what marriage is, we cannot be following this, bro. What are you talking about? Your sons won't. I know your sons won't follow this because they're not fools. They're not fools. Like, look at this Nick friend. Look at this guy. This is who they're saying is. Come on, bro. Look at this guy's fit, bro. Both of them. These people aren't serious. Both of them are not serious. These are not thought leaders we should be following. They're just the people that are just talking. They're like a bunch of like chicks to me, bro. Just talk. Bro, I'm done with this, man. Like, what the hell is this, bro, man? It's a joke.